All right, now on to the HoloLive W. So we got the EGL. Here's the HoloLive W. This is something in the LA Times. Now look, I don't like most mainstream media. I don't like most newspapers. I think they're absolute dog shit. They do horrible coverage. But I have to acknowledge that the normies read shit like this. The normies still read stuff like the New York Times, the LA Times, stuff like that. The very fact that the LA Times is talking about this, how Gargura and VTubers could help the Dodgers further tap into the Japanese fan base. The fact that you're getting normies talking about this is absolutely fucking massive. This is a huge W, right? For them, because it pushes into mainstream, whether we like it or not. And yes, I agree. Many newspapers now are just fancy toilet paper. Absolutely agree. But that said, it still pushes this in the narrative to a lot of those normies out there. And, talking about how Gargura, right, and her lore here is going to attract people who are perhaps past Japanese fans or fans of Japanese background or maybe Asian background, right? It's going to get them in there, right? And how Gargura's 4.5 million are going to merge into looking at the Dodgers, right? So she has 4.5 million subs on YouTube. On X, she has 1.9 million. The Dodgers have 2.8 million followers. But think about that. Guys, a single individual VTuber has almost as many followers as an entire American baseball team. Think about that for a second. Just think about that for a second. Like, one VTuber alone is equivalent to a baseball. And I'm sure that, by the way, there's baseball teams that have less people following than follow Gura on X, right? That's pretty big. That's pretty fucking big. It's pretty fucking big. And certainly she'd be bigger than most official channels on YouTube, because 4.5 million is pretty fucking big. So, and once again, Gura is very big, right? She is very big. But this is absolutely a way for them to profit. And we go back to those trading cards like they're showing on my locals. The trading cards are already on sale for $125. Guys, where did we talk about this? Where did we talk about this? When we were covering HoloLive. This is where Niji Sanji is going to take the L, and people aren't realizing it's in the fucking merch, right? It's in the merch. A shirt going for $195. $200 for a shirt. This is where the money is. This is where the money is, right? That merch money is serious. And to bring in that sort of money and bring it in dollars, which they can convert to yen at such a favorable rate. And mind you, they're going to be distributing this merch from America, so their costs are going to be even lower. Yeah, this is a massive W. A huge W for HoloLive and for Cover Corporation. For Cover and its signature HoloLive brand, the Dodgers promotion is one step in its campaign to broaden the appeal of VTubers beyond the fervent core of Japanese young men. Of the viewers on Gura's YouTube channel, half are 24 or younger, and 9 in 10 are male. Dodgers pitcher Yoshinobu Yamato is 25. HoloLive avatars have appeared in promotions for Japanese Pacific League in which he played. I showed a picture of Gura and asked if he recognized her. He said he did not. Our goal is to make sure that people know what VTubing is, right? So here's the VTubing pack. So people are going to start recognizing them more and more and more, right? That may 10 years ago, the whole concept of streaming was pretty strange. It was not really existing. Now we acknowledge it as normal means of communication. We want the same thing for VTubing. This is what I said. And I replied to Junie earlier. This is why the next decade is going to have the mainstream understanding what VTubing is. That's the next decade. That makes Cover no different from the dozens of companies signing up as Dodger sponsors to get their message out to a large mainstream audience. The difference is this is something that people don't know about. This isn't like Bud Light, right? This isn't something where people know beer, people know cars, people know chips, people know razor blades. They don't know VTubing. And when this market opens up, it's going to get fucking massive, right? And they say right here, the goal is to expand in the US market, right? That's the goal. And that's the real W. And that's where HoloLive is going to win over Niji Sanji, hands down, hands down.